Hi everyone. Let me introduce some key features of this Exchange's web page. I won't go into every detail, but we'll highlight some distinctive features. So how can we quickly get this page up and running? Just follow these steps. First, after entering the project, once you've set up your Docker environment on your computer, also set up K8S, and then run this script. This script will start all the MySQL, Redis, and database services, including Narcos. Okay, once that's done, go to the service train under train, and there's another script under web that you need to run. Once executed on your backend, start all these Spring Boot services, and by accessing this address, you'll reach this page. All right, upon entering this page, you'll see a registration and login page first. After registering, you log in. After logging in, you can deposit here like 10,000 or any amount you want, and you can also withdraw. Here you can view your real-time balance sheet. Each of your accounts, including assets, liabilities, equity, expenses, and income. As for the spot assets we just logged in, click on it. You can see the 10,000 I just logged in. And also the historical asset change records for all previous accounts. When you see the gray ones, it means they didn't cause a change in account balance. They're operations related to account or amount freezing. So they're marked in gray to indicate you can ignore them. Only the colored ones caused financial changes. All right, and for each reference ID you click on, you can see all the accounting entries for the account change. For instance, depositing 10,000 in assets means that on the user's equity side, an equity account must also increase by 10,000 to achieve credit and debit balance. As for credit and debit, those interested in accounting knowledge can look into the relevant accounting rules on their own. All right, aside from account changes on the user's balance sheet, changes on the platform's accounts will also be displayed. Because the user just deposited 10,000, the platform's hot wallet also received 10,000. In the liabilities section, a new user deposit liability of 10,000 is also added. This also achieves the credit and debit balance, with both sides having the same amount. Here, there will always be two accounts in pairs. And here there's an income and expense section. If the user has any profits or transaction fee expenses, they will be shown here. For the platform, it will display transaction fee income, interest income, etc. here. Okay. Here, you can view historical states, allowing you to revert your account to any historical snapshot. For example, I can revert it to the earliest point. Let's check a bit later after the earliest time. Query, see the account, I'll revert to the earliest time. All right, this is the state of the account at its earliest point. You can see that at that time, I deposited 10,000, made some transactions, settled, etc. Yes, that's the state during the deposit and the transaction. So you can review the balance sheet at any given time. Now let's look at the order book and placing orders. I've already set up a few orders in this order book, and here you can see the price for each level. Then the quantity for each level, and here is the accumulated quantity up to this point. For example, this is 9, which is 1 plus 8 equals 9, and then add 3 to get 12, and so on, proportionally. Then the color block at the bottom represents what percent the accumulated 18 takes up among these 5 levels. For example, over here there are 18 entries, and by this point it also accumulates to 18, so it's all filled up. And there are 18 in total. This one has only 1 entry, so it only occupies 1/18 of the color block. Then this is 12/18, which is approximately 2/3 of the color block. It shows the proportion. Okay. Next, let's look at the order placement part, where you can place buy and sell orders. Whether it's opening or closing a position depends on the status of your current position. Regarding the status of your position, if you're currently in a long position, placing a buy order is opening a position. If you're in a long position and you place a sell order, that's closing the position. But if you're in a short position, placing a sell order is opening a position, and placing a buy order is closing a position. Regarding the contract trading rules, you can learn more about them if you're not familiar. Okay, currently, the order types are limited to limit orders, market orders, and some other trading strategies that have not been implemented yet, focusing only on the basic core parts. Here you can decide the price and quantity. Now I see this order section here. I'm intentionally placing a buy order for 15, placing an order for 15. In the end, it should match with this order of 44. We'll check it later. I'm placing an order now. It's a buy order. But although the contract is 1 unit, the final order quantity will be divided by the contract size of 0.001. The actual order will become quantity, which is at the 1000 mark. This quantity is the number shown on the order. It will definitely be divided by 0.001, magnifying it 1000 times. And this is done to accelerate the efficiency of floating point calculations. Okay, and currently there are no changes to the leverage part. It's all set at 14%. It's 4 times. The reason for no change is because adjusting leverage needs to be done in real time, involving some distributed trading activities to release the main margin and perform some account actions. And there are some concurrency issues to handle which haven't been implemented yet, so the leverage is fixed at 4 times. We can supplement this process later. The initial margin rate and maintenance margin rate can both be configured in real time in the risk control area. This is the estimated fee, which is pre-deducted. But in the actual transaction, it pre-deducts according to the highest fee rate, but at the actual transaction, it calculates based on whether you are a taker or maker and refunds any excess margin collected. This shows the total amount received in total. And the calculation method for this 44.57075 is multiplying $15 by the initial margin and then by 0.3. Then add 0.0075, and this will give you the amount that will be frozen when you place the order. Let me see, I won't place the $15 order now because it would immediately match. I want to first show the effect of the fund freezing. I'll place a $13 order instead. At $13, it will freeze 3.9065 first. So after I place the order, this amount is already frozen in the account, which is 3.606. And it will add 3.9065. Okay, I'm placing the order now. Okay, it's already added. Okay, I'll place another estimate, another $15 order to test if the matching really goes from low to high prices. The transaction should occur at the optimal price. I'm placing a $15 order and it should match at $14. Okay, I'm placing the order now, and since it matches immediately after placing, there won't be any frozen amount added here as it's released right after matching. Indeed, let's take a look. Okay, I'm placing the order now, and you can notice you'll see a new order appear here shortly. It's 189 now, and a new order will appear shortly. It was filled immediately after the order was placed. Then my order price was 15, but the transaction amount was 14. And if you click on it, you can see all the historical statuses of this order. From creation, then to matching, then to final fill, every stage's average transaction amount, quantity filled, fees, and the actual fees charged will all be displayed here. Here, you can also see the actual transaction information, including the price, quantity, and fee. And here you can indeed see your transaction records. For development convenience, both buyer and seller records will indeed be displayed here. This is for my own development convenience. This was modified this way. Then the information pertaining to yourself will be highlighted. So for the transaction just completed, this is the counterparty, someone else, and this side is us. The transaction amount was 14 and the fees are displayed. Okay. Then we can see here in the order section, just now it was 14. Now let's look at the KLine and market statistics sections. You can see that currently both the KLine and market statistics show the latest transaction at 15. The 24-hour transaction is also 15. Now I'm going to intentionally place an order. I'll make this order for 17. Then with 10 orders, we'll clear out all the 15s and also all the 17s. Then here you can see we'll look again at the updates in market statistics and the KLine. Okay, I'm placing the order now. Okay, successful, then refresh it. 10 units, 10 units. Okay, it's updated. Now it's 17. The latest transaction price is 17. Then let me check all this. Okay, this is also updated. Then the 24-hour high is also 17. The reason I clicked here just now is that polling can be enabled here, but I have it turned off now. You can enable auto polling here and it will update automatically. So now I'm manually refreshing the page. Oh, not manually refreshing the page, manually refreshing the data. Okay, then for the position section here, you can see the real-time position status. Currently, the active position is a long position with leverage and how much margin is in the main account right now. Then what is the average opening cost and the quantity? Then the latest market transaction price and the unrealized profit and loss calculated at this price, along with the cumulative unrealized and realized profit and loss, as well as the cumulative fee rate, and the funding rate, and the estimated liquidation price. Then by clicking here, you can view the historical records of all position status changes. That includes whether your position has increased and the changes in your average margin and average cost. Then changes in the margin rate will also be recorded. Then here you can see which transaction each position change is based on, and you can view the transaction information here. For example, fees, price, quantity, to verify if the position change here is accurate. Next to it, I have written there are some small icons. The small icons by the fields will tell you how the fields are calculated. Then the small icons next to the numbers and data will calculate those formulas for you to quickly verify each number. Whether the data is correct, this is to facilitate users to quickly verify. And finally here, you can select the trading pair. You can add new data to the ex-trustment table in the database, and then you can add new contract trading pairs. This way you can have different trading pairs, each with its own positions and orders. And for each trading pair, you can configure all the basic information, including whether to enable positions, the fee rate, the contract competitions mentioned earlier, and the leverage ratio. These can all be set.